me kwa mbano so quickly na me ne Lawyer Andy Appiah Kubi atwetwe nkomo. Lawyer enado pa ye ma wache e ma kwaba ye dwumade yi so. Na mpacho ho de. Yada yamiase. Lawyer, me be na nsade de FDA so last time I yade atwetwe nkomo. Na eye enra gina na ye pesempo enkiete chairman Wontumi enka said the hotel saying so why he but your son can when I and can read here. Yes, man, say you being the lawyer for chairman Wontumi. Lawyer, me pacho day necro na kwa drew hifa.
No, with us, Michelle, what you put in now. They all say, chairman Wontumi, now, investigation, so-called EOCO Wontumi are providing answers to questions that will be so far. Now, let me put it on record. We know what they charge Wontumi for any offense, except say EOCO allegations of possible commission of offenses. Now, remember if you are allegation of maybe be aware. Of course, financial laws to the people. They say, "Oh my God, I'm okay. I'm almost okay." And I know who you should move. And you move. But that the new move is common. Almost a better time as a second meeting with the members. Now, a whole application for bail. So, in numbers, you be necessary. You could see that almost a and they said, my bail conditions is that the bail on me 500 to 50 million guarantees. Now, 50 million, a different million, they sureties, you're trying to a for hand. Anyone justification, the pandemia, and the big says the kind Abba. It's alone, the general the Padia, that's 50 million guarantees. It's a no one. You bit in your side. She said, so far, Empire. Now, a Brebuno, never Milo, and I walk. I couldn't say, you be sir, she said, no Jaco. But I couldn't say, it's a court. Now I could be a court to say. I didn't over there 2 years soon. I break condition a true hash and I won't pay. And the court you hear now almost so. And the court notice so there, and there, could do. Now, Nona, said the court. And your boy, and then you may file a process. I go court. And I don't forget to boy, I mean, sadity. And then the young work office. The day I give you a meeting at 10 o'clock, it's a for the Japanese to be bad. We call no order pass, Nesa Candia, na a queen one. Yes, idea, there's a cocos, na I could my coat at it, Stabonus, not the city queen.
Because Andra na budiano minority and say colleagues are only one more branch be fie can say enka ade no kra de esodo don't think bia enka bon corner in this class enka mo meet sa no na mo ma omo eteso mo mpreko enti bia de nyina ne say o kokoti a okay ana
yo suggestion ni agintra omleba enti now, say the legal aspect of the trial, almost so much to me, I public education, so senior omoyeno and sitting na eboa ma nipa yantia senior and the man ekro enti na in the law be ana ehianchi muti so muchi musa so bedamos
Martin, na lawyer mpacho we de we said you ka say yemfa charge bia emmo no endo aye de eti what you be say justice stream sai e de ne ma bia be gu ni Facebook wall say fraud na causing financial loss to the state ne money laundering any international organized crime ne niema nwran bi endo no yemfa charge bia mbo na ne justice stream sai de beto ho no o pa kire say
have kakra everyone who said justice inside otusa na mo na baby a yebo nipa kwa dunu ana sebi we are public opinion court to say nya na ayem ana a court of law na sabi a mimi nim say yemo no kwa dua nya masani na yemi sabi you man yes and me hu ya kaka enti say sa charge to no person mo bibo chema wutumi a omum prepare charge sheet no mai na yensuso yenye ahomboa say e be defend na say and then what you say we yakase wo ha then what you say we yakase wo ha emwa yina eni dwumedia isi eni so nti bisero pa say minka say mo nye djuma na nyame na meche baby o djuma but pay say ye behwe kwan ya yina fasidi djuma na say and say charges we expect these charges to come to us as a suspect now is will prepare the necessary responses and there from memory officially charges Emma
it's not just officially there yemfa charges no emmo
no ono anso nim say man sa na kubudie no prejudicial it's just almost a as I said, we try so more charges there. Some charges for more the comfort and fun comfort. My share respond appropriately. She just seems like the organ or no customer again or now. 40 to EOCO phone. Minim so omona petition at the general officer omoye no more and ask that information is be by the as we speak today omo conclude investigation and no more money omo akere say there will be another round of interrogation yes so ya custom say we will submit ourselves to it science and seven church no about kata muni abontin de premature
but lawyer we dey ubetumi aboa ya kakra because omo e wa abontin be pese omo hebe hu say bi obo kasa another round of investigation into dear ben and no near the kind pa no say dey be ya we sise ni nyina be free on deba sempa no mo ne maka
and maka say allegation omo ye say ne be a why a cost financial loss to the state. If I say yem fanisa no omnibus allegation no sir then you say you may go into the details because officially they have not prepared any charges against us. It is say you discuss it in detail say this and that prejudice the minds of the public and now asema question publicly now I said you could start to see a trial in a public opinion court no and your papa and MPC say general charge there born say the name be away na my Ghana boka causing financial loss to the state. It is a charge now the elements near the number charge sheet in second it speak to specific charges of their mind but for now one will say submit yourself, say, because be free because
the lawyer last one and some babawako. Ye chairman Wontumi and I be sure the hospital, ibisi o EOCO building minority ko almost only building master hospital. As we speak, if an chairman Wontumi ewankasa.
Baby biara wo biara no EOCO for say. Na mum me kan dika ka che wo se chairman Wontumi na ne ho emfa no. Enti no ohia ayaresa. Entino o baby o yaresa
ntisi ade o baby o yaresa
oba nyina no ane hunto nyina no say na mukaya last week Wednesday no be free no stay mount we say obra na ACI the headquarters on na ne ho fa no nti eno na nyina so ka kire CID for the say mount ne ho fa nti ontimi masada I know we are this sanity the Monday Jada Kabi. And to obey the seller no ni who told the it is still go to hear the treatment. And in Intina Akobasa Sabino or Ayasabia Ayasa.
Tonight is our husband. Now, lawyer, where do you want that room and patch on the bush you have to be the only one dear?
Sabio Cassidy, and yet there will for access to him. Emum, near the lawyer, yeah, the cocoa, and I'm probably seeing Mefese, the cocoa, and the woman with you.
By Andra, the nature said that we are fine.
Only who, and now suddenly I do see the no crime could be guilty. The way.
Mate, Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi adopay Wontumi TV ye better was say de wadaji. Why? Okay, and that's it. All right, me better Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi so say and then or say obo ehwe futuo no de a free minority de nche abadie but omo ehwe antintama omo ebeko court na omo akwa se court betumi aye bail bond no ho bibia but bon kama kuma ntumi yem ose enra ode no kura ehu no ne ho ye ni didi nti yanka yakuma ntu yem bibia ebeye fine why foko nanka oka bibi
me na didi emu nso hia me
so ose enra sa do kan ya meboa se enra ode no kura didi nti mempa ne mo ma no se ne ho ye na just say no dey dim say owo hospital just oje ayaresa what else about to us once the ho ye dey na just yankoye nim honorable so wapomu ya do pay dey
apomu ye sunsumu no na abuto kakra arewo kakra na ebufu nso bebiri apomu de edi ebufu eni arewo ne wo mu
ya meti ase na honorable enra ubetumi awok here true enra ye hu se moko brahye bedwafie already e bia videos no de ya hwe bia fine but ye hu se moko brahye bedwafie enra anopa eye se moko dijuma na fe ye be hu se ba walk out every brahye bedwafie aba be piemu ewo EOCO why dey for ye enantimo mo sha se wo brahye bedwafie no de ye mu bia ntumi enfollow na ye hu se empo no leader kasa se mono de mo nya adwuma no bio na emom no mo ba EOCO aba beta mo nia chairman Wontumi achi enra sai na ne ma ekoye
yo medasi bibri na emese said ye no enra no eni ye nkebi mami nkebi no a ya fadia to ye ho so no eni no katwiem kama ene ne ko if we say enrase bedwa no eye asensude ba ko a ye kebi mami nkebi ni nyina enrase bedwa ne gire mfimfi na ye ntumi ntena fie ho ne nkatakate ni ti said ye kebi mami nkebi obrekwa kebi mami nkebi no so na sise ye ba ko ye busu di twifom gu nani mu ase ekoya sa na yakwa kwesa aboa ya ye friend ostrich ya ne kontintintin okojina mpo ano ana watutu fom no deti ahye ho na adwen ye ne so watete na ne refi se ni ti na hye fom ne mom ni nipadua kakraka no de ejina ho kabima min kabin kro no a ye tena mrase bi gwa aye no sa kabima min kabi kro no a nso se sempo ye susu se obi aye boni eti amamra se nipa no di bimu a kopim se ye de ne be kokotu no temu ani ebe ka se nokure wabu amamra so ne no mpo no ansa ne beduru ho no se nipa no onifo na wonifo no so no yentriti nipa no te se you know ye hu nipa onifo na mini apeni ye mra ye di ye criminal jurisprudence no e wo Ghana ha no ma the power for the grant of bail na law ne say you proceed for the
honorable wait there honorable Bajo Tebenga wait there honorable Bepacho said the kind of protocol but let me crave your indulgence why na me obi ntwetwe komo si mabina ben sambra wo nchen sisi a why I'm Pacho wait there wadaro mapa all right me call ahoma no so quickly na me de Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi atwetwe nkomo na okay kabe share I think the line tripped Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi the line no very much engaged into and kabe no remu preko but I think I missed out on that otherwise let's revert to honorable Kwabena Kwabena awo so honorable Kwabena Boate. Let's revert to honorable Kwabena Boate na yadeno entwetwe komo. We had Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi on the line. Mano hold on. Tibesha na yantwa sa and komono so Wontumi TV so edie na meantime in between time boshaba later on ye bema no sa and samswa Anne Sansa Dali the Babato the page hodom claiming to be the personal doctor of President John Dramani Mahama. All right, so we crossed. Oh, here we go. Congratulations to President. Dated December 10th, 2024. Edino Anne Sansa Dali. Also, congratulations to President-elect of Ghana, that is Obo President Mahama Abaso. Congratulations to President-elect of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, on this well-deserved victory. Oh, we didn't kunim aje. All right, I have Honorable Kwabena Boate. Eti monkai biwiena basa abaho. Monkai basa abaho. Now, Honorable Kwabena Boate. Well, many thanks. Na me pacho na oboy en komonti pacho biti opa.
Enti ye nyina so nyina ne se ye criminal jurisprudence no the grant of bail no emre wo ne se ye mfa ntwe nipa na so. Say ye court na grant you, say ye police for na grant you. Law ne say it should not be a weapon, a tool for punishing the accused person. This has been the jurisprudence here. Ya kan wo court wa emra no ye di adwuma. Na ekoye de na needie the grant of bail. Aba be ya dia ye dia ye etua ye di punish political opponents. Ade chi ye da be ye bidru ha da be. Enti si ebuye ni gu we so, me ye se akotra na se bedwam ye ko kambrofo akese ye kobo NDC for amia ye adwuma ye kotintim kabima min kabi obruko akabima min kabi no anso na ni mabu ase na ye se no dia na nye ye ene ye beko EOCO ye beko police ho ni asase ama kabima min kabi no asase ye adwuma wo ansana ya ba be ke brofo e wo mrase bidwemu na ye kan ye nka se aban susu se obi aye boni a ma onfa no fa mra kwa so emra kwan ne se the grant of bail ye mfa ntwea so na bail no kra no ensise ye no ya fa ho ye de ma bail ni nyina ne se enipa no a ye de no aba be gina mra no si hia no so mra court wana say won me gina mmara no nipa no beba and baby ye court wa depending on the nipa no e de na ba be gina court ho no court reach me ma bill no on self recognizance nipa no ankasa correct me gina ho e man ho bill if he say and benefit city kese o toro twade a wo mfom no obi asebi wo din obi asebi wo abusuabo obi asebi owo ajapade obi asebi wo namba bi akwada ya wo ne kura betia transa chensa so masini no nipa bi sanko hiempo se obi ene beba be gina mu agibe ama no ana se ye twesika twitwiri dibi edi eto no so if you say emremu e beka se nipa na nye flight risk wonye obi a obetimi a balance haban bi achi ayehwe no a yemhu no na yehwe memu ehefa emfichire be na chama huntumi befa obi antumi nkase chama huntumi na ekuri entiri pa bi say no the jurisprudence of the law, the wisdom of the law ne say ono apretimi gina wo kase wa wo hu no wodinje ene wa brabo awabo ene wa busuabo wo yire wo ma e wo Ghana ha are yet sufficiently connected to the jurisdiction. Eti kema ni bele asebi eburu yenko kasi yenko fa adia you know buruswa enfamra meyedie. Nanso yehunu se enye mra de die adwuma amanyo na aba no ye amanyo no se die efiri Jubilee House ho e de dura prosifu akache amanyo no efiri Jubilee House ho e de ewura Attorney General's office ho na ye ya na ni die nti yes ye appeal to the president maybe mom dey say abrofo meji aka because man peni no na yes ade no why are we appealing to the poor no say tira meaning say the ekoso nyina no he's sipping a glass of champagne over it.
Yeah,
he's sipping a glass of wine over it. I'm not appealing to the president. I know there is a drama that is being played on the stage for him to enjoy it. Minim adekodia e womu a man ani je no ho say well yenye ye anya sa lawyer ni a maye adwuma konfie bi du maye cases bebre ayekwa the grant of bill no enya de wo se manipa no ka aprosifo akache ana say emano ekwedemu ana emano che wo hu bebre because the kind there's a constitutional presumption of innocence. Na mini apeni adia misroni adia ye mi hu eni se da action be bia ye ko ni hu na eno anadwo me da wa na me dwene se said the Haruna Drusu catching a parliament. Was it Appiah Sisa Banko? What you are watching your second Kunya better than Swafibo, maybe you are not thinking right. At least from the Fourth Republic, said the Yayan will be Biba catcher or say, Ubi Edwa Kuyano or Betambia Kusini Fiafibo. A best a bit me in V9. Create in Fimotri. Then Fimotri Chirino. Wow, say we are EOCO boss when they will bring us on. Sutra, it is a say, oh, potentially, actually, in the next 8 years, also no, you know, a potential business. That is how serious the whole thing is. Wo MPO, wo minister, wo die ene, wo se sinin wa ye ya kire wo no. Eye wo de, eye wo fe, weni agye no. Jiweni yi. Se de Yesu kan ye no. O se mu nie, mu a mo sere ne, ade bi abigye bechia momosu. Enti se we mo na cha wo, se wani o, national security o, die yi o, obi bia ne wo se wo di tumi bu ne akom. And then NPP the Ebema Womo Hojo and Brapeni, we've gotten the intelligence. Say Enyechema Wontumi Nkwane one list and so. Or more list of your party for penny for be prompeso much warm. One after the other. Na Womo a cowardly into absolute submission. Said by any you say near you could want to be met TV stations on Casa. Want to enter radio so and Casa. Let's see, I can one more tomb forever. Media de Missonia, Nameka. A bedroom baby, Accra, you are John Dramani Mahama. Said you pray, one hour executive power, no, meaning say it is at your instance. Bedroom baby, no, maybe Accra, where for a bemu. Na utufia woji wa home na abere na wo mabi afre na abanfoforo bi so twen mabo so obehwe na wo faasefo bi na afre na abanfoforo bi so twen wo mo abo so satam na utire ho fitaa edwene kasa abere no nka ahia somdwe na jakora wodi adwodwo ho sɛde mampani kofo ene wodwodwo no hui na afre na enensem binti also aban bi eba betwe obusuafo abo so ne ne kra de se de ya ye no akuduri ya bia unu se ni kwa se wo se wo ye boni bi mpo ansa na national security for aba bitwa wo fi mu asia ni kwa so se wo ye boni bi de hia wo bi kura wadi mra so atro petition de akoma mampani se me na me ba bi me hu se ajaje fo asem da wo manim no wo mo no lawyer fo bi a wo mo wa asem no mu akwakosia nti bi dem susu se niema bi nkoso yeti mampani hwem wo tro koma mampani o eno mpo ya koche no ama na yire kure so wapon enti di ekse bi se brebi e beba no wi amampani bi ba e hu yi ase sa akwada no okoye bibi e na national security fo akoyire no me de me ka dia kire se yensuro kina me de kwabna mi suro kina o mi suro kina e nam se minim de be si kina nti mi suro kina ye bibia no a ye bibia ye mfamra kwan so na ma ye nkonkoye se se bi enetumi na aba nti be kire wo mu bibi na me dia pani ma me nka we mfa ntato ye nkocha no a eye the UP NPP ye political doctrine and culture no a survival emre modin bibiri ya survival in the dark days of Nkrumah who you ewo Ghana ha no and of course history has it ready na why we survived it. The UP tradition survived it. We survived it. Runners neni pankwa nye hwee no ebra neni pankwa na enye hwee ewo ma wi mu under President Rollins no to so much survival ye Appiah menkanom survival ye President Kufuor mo survival ye na Kufuor do mo de wo mo boji akorabo ampeni Kufuor no survival ye
yeah.
Enti sabi enye nne ne be wura ye mi empasi o ye na ne yekosi yire no montoma mu o ye wura mpasi ye nkosi yire no montoma mu se waduro kura no mo de ye begum o mo fa ye mu mo yen wo mo enwo ye fiko na 88 no ayaka mra se bedwem ho ne de ene emse prison hono ebi wo so mu be mu wo mu metabri ye nyina fa ye ko ye wuru se o me nya aba ne ko to ye wura John Dramani Mahama emso tu aba egui
the line dropped but I think but yeah, we've had I can say Dodwana from a year Kwabena Boate honorable. Nanka baby sado, me ba cho de fa no to tsunami bi sado quick one afi me bra so do nchai. Ka be se me hu ene ne omo pese omo eyo omo ho because omo kan so omo be ko brashi bi jafie first to. So omo ebe ko EOCO honum straight to. I just want to get that clarification every ne nchai na afi yen to aso ti. Wontumi TV so edie honorable Kwabena Boate MP for Ejeso constituency. Opedina na yade no twetwe nkomo no intimenti e hono enfri hono afi yemfa de robo klata mu ensem embra still ye hwesa ye be reach out to honorable Andy Appiah Kubi, or no, the lawyer for Chairman Bernard Entry Buesiako. Say and Sabeka on those near no Atchenko, but and called the Esina, no me perceive huni and parliamentarians no ebe save your co parliament and sana omwako EOCO and answer straight up to a EOCO. We are better to tell everywhere, but Foko aso yanto aso.
Hey,
a two bit chat.
Oh, this too shall pass.
Version of Dr. UNO.
Hey, this too shall pass.
Boy.
Abaya the okay. Bashaba, but where the Bashaba, Wadaruma, Safana Kano Etrosuba, Benabe, kind of tell. Now, Fedia, men call for Kodum Enche, many a tier for and Nantibanafe, men call a year for Kone also. All right, so it reads, congratulations to President-elect of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, on this well-deserved victory. It's been a great honor serving you as a personal physician, especially during the difficult times in opposition and throughout the very tough campaign. You did it. Or congratulating a President John Dramani Mahama. The way you know, I you open say who say just say, oh yeah, the personal physician and name one day. All right, me that say now maybe I doing the yenra a year and sebudo emue. Honorable, member watching Emma Okwaba, Jumedi so.
Ejusu bru minia.
No what promote to say.
I'm on for see a hoye.
Honorable, na and now no paid yet. Nkomo ya ne na watch and so soon and then na watch ya empo ya sorry ya yenya nti ya say NI before bi akọ chairman Wontumi fie say omo kopeke no meanwhile na last week ya nti ya say police ID for the kind invite no dada Monday wa report Tuesday 3 p.m. we pie ho Niakadie consider ni also the rest is history. Bepe bene chairman Wontumi ewo EOCO for ensem chese ya hu say last week crowd also the hondo do nti went to me anko eye police CID but okopie EOCO for ensem so no still ne ho edodo no and they ye epie bu nyina ndra minority koi everything in between honorable and baby ansem ya ba bedru
yeah
in everywhere
medawase na machiao one watifo ne ahwefo nyina mnim say you radio so na what television na Facebook and other social media YouTube ne de kan ti baby amanfo hwen efiri wiase afa na nyina be chia obia na machia mempeso asofo na nanom ahemfo a ewo German South na ye party pani kese pa ba ko efe ne Alhaji Garba o Sampa Alhaji Aropa mechiao o si ya yenta chacha na no hwan ne dene empanifo pa akọ retirement wa ye party adwuma since 1992 nti one of the people are bringing an say ye kaka no menua de ekosi maka mesia kabiem yese ye nchire obi tumi keke eno ano no ade bi anim bi ye nchire obi se ya woni aba ye nchire obi se na nipa no o se o ye powerful ana no ye powerful nti ye nya tumi na o se ye fa ni Wontumi nti ye se ye che ni tumi that's all nka bibi anim. I am told say abaya yitwa mu MPP aban some former government appointees aban we atumi invite almost several times bebre amomo akọ EOCO ne NIB ne de keka ho ama omo interrogate omo related to some issues wa mu fi se bia anko yie what is say eye ntre ha wo mem anye bia why Wontumi because of the brand Wontumi makase mentia se obi akoya ade na aban wo power na sisi na aban ni even wa aban wo power kra na ese mra na odi I have no difficulty at all say obi afa o man sika allegedly ana say obi atiti o man fa ahodi so ana waye boni ati o man na emra na nidi I am not against it at all memeti amekoya MC 3 years sisi ase ba se and before na EOCO for office honorable bidi akọ adwuma wo be na German South no ye hwehwe wo niam mu nkrata mu sia me makase me ade a me koye utum fita antia mo se eba se even se America ena omukwa kofa nipa ba se omahwehwe madwuma ma I will cooperate because minim se bibie ne ho amedisi but Rainbow Style na me ti radio so yi me sorry ya na wakofa soldier for ni police for the B52 bombs ejejina me fie ba ba chime a it is against the law bone be na why unkotu aban mu ye se o make attempt se o kotu aban agu a eno no ye no deal a different thing altogether but menya sure se wontumi akotu aban agu you may have your challenges with the kind of politics a wontumi beye eno ye wo wasem a wasem ubi ane unu yasem but ye ba se yemfa mra nya adwuma yemfa mra no emfa nya adwuma but the question why are we doing this to ourselves as Ghanaians why ye de ko he said ye wudi kan bisa e asemi sha ase be se week ni na mo se o wontumi police for BNI CID for invite no na o tro ma mo man lawyer tro ma so on te apo enti mo man the following Monday obeba na nka nipa aka asem ya bone ben ampampa mo ba ni fie na me nim se ID o mo de ko fie ho no enye no ne kye na nko mo koche no o se na o mo de drones ene nam ni fie no so adwen bi wo mutim na me ne o mranti ka no ho nyansa no nyina na ye ka no radio so ana TV so se yina amanfo abo wontumi ko adu se okoyi gold gu ni TV station e de ka ho na mo akeka ho asema se nkofo bi fi se gold no gu ni fie ho omo fi se gu ni fie ho enti nkomo bo wura mu a ye ni ha na omo ko wura former governor of Bank of Ghana ni fie ya adeche ete se ne yere ni 10,000 se na afiri hoko enti nkomo wura wontumi fie ade na nkomo koye ne different not ga nya chi na nkomo koche no we yina echi waba ema Monday ne druye wanwane oko BN CID ama mwako interrogate no more than 5 hours or so ena mo so ya wie ya jano but me I will say police CID for no omo ye professional work because omo wie omo issue statement ye bra na wontumi nyankoe no de na ene na ma ye nua no ma NDC for kama ya ate ase ane se de ntia police for epe wontumi a kire ne se wakwa kwaji koko board for sika abra ya ma ne kwan se wonye awanye wakwaji sika na edi but moment ya okoba he no ono be kan ne side of sorry ono de okọ he no enye no asem no mo kan one yesi wakọ wura forest ma ense se owuram akoye galamsi ena two yesi o say nsu environment ya woye galamsi ena okajo nsu ono onye galamsi da na djuma woye wo yi hu nkrata de akire obo even forest na mo se wakọ wuram no kra no munko bisa na mo ho nyina se wabakuru nso okra ba onko hoda enti onim bebi asade no free okan na ebi a obi a ofi se bi antro na wompe wontumi asenti odi ntro because the na mo say wakwaji kokobo of sika no wanka obi anka ho asem anwumra na police CID for issue statement and omo collaborate asema wontumi omo interview no awokan no enti de na enam say yesi wakwaji kokobo of sika no CID for no kwa anka ho asem na che say na ye ntro na nkofo edi ena no kodae mo say ade chi a wonfa na ho mekire ade chi ye na say wontumi ekoduru ayi a BNI ye fence police CID wawie okọ de hu yan se yokofo abetwa ne ho ahia omo ache no te se de ye kope obi a titine ye TV se rambo ne omo kan commando mu ne kwa fa ha ena bono ko yoko mo interrogate no empanifo alcohol lawyer for alcohol munya no dabi munya no be ofa ma nche ode koma sa yoko asemi ba mu amede to me e mama yem ade se e deliberate na omoye ne se o se ebra okọ si ade no wie no e na yehu social media some journalists are omoye aligned with the NDC or the ruling government the lives of Captain Smart mo kwabra bubi ansamo e no mo sha ase wontumi obedam Kevin Taylor akonso o hye ne basement o abuchire we obedam wontumi ese odam adana mo chi wontumi na mo ja no ese odam enti they wanted to impress their base nti sa na tie dia ye nkyire wontumi no tumi a ewo nti ade enti eno ne ma yokofo no ye de omo ye no enti all this one na me bisa say police for no am ye huru de nti omo invite chama wontumi but yokofo no omo nka hwe nkyire enti speculations na dia na wontumi aye nti a because na mo fa ko adu bia mo no but fortunately unfortunately enra najo and you who say Justice Srimsai, we Deputy Attorney General, what issue statement be. Now, I mean, kind of crack. Or say suspect Bernard Mchibu Suyako, aka Chama Wontumi, is under investigation for various criminal offenses, including fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. The criminal investigation is running concurrently with asset recovery process to prevent further dispersion of what law enforcement agencies strongly suspect to be proceeds from crime. This country. The suspect is also under a second strand of investigation, which is part of a larger international organized crime scheme. The Economic Organized Crime Office, EOCO, is assiduously working with our international law enforcement partners on this second strand of criminal investigations. Is this different from the Office of Special Prosecutor Edemame Cecilia Dapafomana? This one, there is no difference. Enti afei na Justice Srimsai ma yehunu de enti a police for na yefese yukufu ache Chama Wontumi ya besi na omunyanya no na wo hwe nsema a waka nyina de ahe na ese enu nti ensese ma obi bail minim semra we mu because enema ya kenka we enu chese ensese ma obi bail
we dey anope kra before say obetna se bene chairman lawyer etwetwe nkomo Lwayer Andy Appiah Kubi. Also, so far as they are concerned, for charge bia officially embo.
That's all.
And when I walk on the Facebook wall no crown. Onim say prejudicial.
Yes.
Prejudicial. Sana mo kind of clothing
you see that my offer on my way mu mahwe ase nipa bia na yemu bi mu ye di buo mo na ye gi omutumu say at least ye ka nipa na omu nimra na omu ya na yemu bi ne ye gi omu di no ye ma omu tumi ne ye hu se san obi anya obi e o omu suba ya omu adanadi ba ko na ye the current attorney general ayeni no you be am bunu papa say ye ka mranim for oman mu a tadi o sorry na me gini di papa ena Srimsai ya o ka hu na ye ma omutumi no ba ko so ne kisi ajaben Office of the Special Prosecutor ya open no da no na omu ye nkrophobia all the time no na me hu say but ye ma omutumi ma hu say san obi anya obi a ya ji omu adi a cha gukwa enti nsemo ya opani u Facebook enu bi na ukuje to ye no o close embassy or the Facebook or the close embassy no. This is the kind of people we have given power to. Omodo omo Facebook war and omode a report to Magana for say the ye official adwuma ese wo ye no e ho ne ye no. Na de ekoso nyina se dem di kan ne say ye nkyere Wontumi say ye wotumi na no me ne IDC ni ba ko program so. Oh, say Wontumi no tikuma say o a governor. And I'm your governor, and then one who say, "Inti governor now okay nti na che say mra wo a ye ntomra no ntwene." Na de ekoso nyina say omampani wate onim oka ho. Asofo omo wo mamu, omo nyina nim, momate, omo wo ho, enkramufo mpanimfo. Enne nipa ye civil society and the so called neutrals na omo wo mamu no. So on so obi aka na no atum. Na obi aka na no atum. Power no besesa ebesesa che said dey ebeba ebesesa na power no sesa. You see, in every political party we have those and omo aye from say hawks omo no hawks no dey o kan bibia ono tutujagu na doves no nti say tutujagu for no ya na doves no abre omo na omo ama akoma na dey abafom. But this time round in NDC no omo nyina akoye pe omu ina kwa hawks enti yankyire tumi ena omuguso omoye na de ekoi ya hwe ne yi a amanfo so ese braso se ye de nansi for eka say enough is enough enne ho na eka say de ekoso ye enti obetumi aka che nkofo say enough is enough no nye na ese stop and everybody is quiet enti so ochina tumi no sesa na afre na obeka che me say afre de yennyai dabi said ye look he said Abraham MPP ba 2017 ye nyina ye te say Ibrahim Mahama ya we president Mahama ni nua na ne niema wo ye report na GRA Ghana Revenue Authority wa mo check ya na ye fake check ana meboa sa na ye nyina tie de ehu ye no so mo de check no ba abonte me ehu bi oti se obi ka said sa de na wa ye no e criminal ntie so kwa akoche no oti se obi tiji echi Ibrahim ama wo man obi anche no emra e na mo so man no se e no osan e change checks no ye no kutu ye ni sika sanka a criminal offense omo obi check ye fake check ye criminal offense obi che no ye wo mamu former MPs and ministers about 40 omoje double salary o ye tu omo company no e wo mfie be de ho omoje saa de gu ombotum na asemi ba ya empanifo ma so enko na mba enko eduru amire me ka se ya ban yi de na ekoso ya enkrofo age double salary na monka ho hwe na achirei na nsia bi na sa honorable Afenyo Markins ebe ka kire de ntia sa de no omo ampesu President Akufo-Addo osi oman no almost we are divided enti ministers ni MPs more than 20 to 40 wakwachi omu nyina e de omu akogina court. Do you know the kind of tension ebe ba oman mu enti let's leave the issue asema mat Afenyo Markins aka che ni o enti President Akufo-Addo intervention ene ma sa NDC for nipa 40 o se nipa something na omo je double salary no abandon prosecute omo ija omo. What has changed? Akufo-Addo na mo se oye vindictive leader no he was able to do this enti se wontumi aye bone se de ye nka se wa ye bone ama mo fa no but mo fa mbra kwan so na ye de nipa na akodi 2 days na ye kwaye se ye nko bail na ne ya shada akofa sika to ni tiso ase sika no se ye de sika we to ni tiso omo nya ntua ndi se be ya be san keep no wa na me what I know say wontumi se nka mra ma ne kwan se ono anka se na japade ne ne ma obetumi qualify so nka obetumi aye but emra no ntisa ena properties ya ode beba bisi ye nyina nim Ghana ye tax system se titie ebia na obi ne property ne tax ne de keka ho enye se bi eska no ebia nka obi nya bet ye de yame ase sisi ya ye kasai me information amewo ya ye authentic ne say the former flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, former vice president Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia were making arrangements what to me nyankofo anaso omonya sa sureties na ombekwa ko yiwuntumi na media de me kan say ade akoso nyina yenkyire obi ayi atiwa kakra nti atiwa na omokyere no na de wo ye ne nei na so okyera tumi kosesa media makao ebia some of us you can stop us there's some people you cannot stop them and no be the chief justice there akoso sisi ya kase chief justice there akoso yi amanfo mo nkasa na maame no kwaya de no faso no na oba okọ committee anim na member na esechi no even say who tu kwan na oduru airport wa ye wo ma na esechi ma na member esechi member nya sa na tie na de ne ba ya ene de chief justice mo de ne committee na akọhye castle just to intimidate the woman and some are raising nyina mabori nyina agu say MPP tama and come from Supreme Court judges and come from unanimous FC including the sitting president to also CCA. That was the name given to the then Chief Justice name Omo Mokano. Na ene de akoi. Enti media mekan ha na no mesia kan bi makana be say de ekoso CCA de me ma prepare ma yi ato me petition ato say aban no sesa Chief Justice bia ye de watena konwa no so bia John Mahama na de watena so bia okwa hono nkofi.
But Mesa Abba Wonchen Ebio Honorable Andrews as Bediako a former German South DCE and MCE and Odona Ote the ne ewo Jubedi Isui. Now Medana Semesa Ba Wonchen Bio Penina Minkma a George Opon Esquire. Memana Kwaba. Openi Mema Kwaba.
Josumina.
Na pomo ye de
adomunti
share
apom de ye enema nyina so de da fam ya you see dollar aba fam do kuna ba 1 cedi ya ama se cement 42 cedc ya tis cement ya tis so free 85 Akufo-Addo ko sabre na dollar 15 you see almost dollar na 10 and you see do kuna ba 1 cedi ɛna cement nso afiri 85 aba 42 nti sɛ ekurum ha yɛ dɛ
yɛtete so
ɛsɛ nkanea aboɔ nso akɔ fam a yɛatete so 14%, yɛate nsuo so 4%. ɛsɛ data nso saa berɛ na deɛ wobɛnya 5 cedis na wonya bɛyɛ 6 gig no ɛkɔ 30 cedis a ɛsɛ yɛate so afiri 5 cedis kɔ 30 cedis enti nneɛma deda fam ɛsɛ ghanafoɔ ho atwɔ ma obiara ni agye wofa baabiaa obiaa ɛgye n'ani obiaa ɛtɔ deɛ ɔpɛ biaa
wayɛ dɛdɛdɛ sɛ ɔne
nneɛma aba fam ɛsɛ wɔn nso ɛhyɛ yɛ bɔ so wɔn bɛduru ne sɛ wɔn aban no kɔfa private jet a wɔn bɛ resign wɔn nso a resign ɛsɛ doctors a ekurum ha wɔn nkɔ medical school da wɔn wɔ mpaneɛ wɔ president John Mahama paneɛ nyinaa nso so wɔn nso nyinaa nso obiara nso ho yɛ enti kyɛ sɛ kuro no deɛ sɛ deɛ sɛdeɛ mu ayɛ dɛ no obiara ni agye ɛsɛ President Mahama physician ha ɛsɛ kurom ha ofa baabiaa ɔno na ɛsɛ abaya bi de sansan ni deli wawɔ Mahama panea ma ɛsɛ Mahama ho ɔden president nyame adom ɔde ne nko akyɛ na ekuro yi a yɛtimi nyame ayɛ adom aban sesaeɛ no nneɛma nyina ɛkɔ yie tie de nyame ase ye ho yara
mate yɛda yɛbi ase lawyer na yatna si deɛ ma sɛdeɛ wo kan ba lawyer yɛnhwɛ ensɛm a yɛdi kan ahwɛ ansa maba ɛyɛ ana deɛ no so ensɛm a yɛdi kan ahwɛ ɛyɛ that to do with chairman Wontumi Nsensemiya for about over 48 hours still Oshima yenyano na ni gina ne so mo ehwe meet a year bail condition ti lawyer near da hono no
ensem mo ekoso ukrum ha no edrum re bi ne se wa anya measure da one ha be kan de enka you speak out of your own self o be kan sem bia by your training and your culture you wouldn't have ordinarily said that, but a cry team they say this a honor European depending mo makujina. Where are the so-called voice of conscience and those people deben you see nampani said bianisha wanuma yankasa the neutrals, the voice of conscience, the clergy, they are all bianisha wanuma yankasa till we are all here. Na the yesre ne say de ensu to a enchene sri se wiabo ne nkuto nso sre a obi anye din the best yesra manfo a because said the tbia we know it is trite knowledge that power is transient eba wonsem na echene be ko obi nsem ti de obeje power na wode ye no na wona wo twere ye constitution yi so wohwe mu an omo dwene hwe kan na omo hu se ensem hunu se betimi akoso enu nti se ubusa ndisi ni bia emra ben no omo buso emra na yede ye adwuma this is law and so call papa bia na mebu no pass ai politank for omo from say ai for ya omo so omo na adwene Franklin Kujo yeah say and nsem bi achọ go Facebook pa am say papa who new papa you speak like this. You see, nobody is saying that Chairman Wontumi is above prosecution. Some na me kasa na me say me have betrayed my intelligence. Chairman Wontumi we nipa so ye bone na de ne kokoto ane kwan so ano. The ebusa the due process of law. E di se o kase o de ne kokoto. E ho de court no emra ma no ho kwan so obeyi ne ho ano wonsem a wo ka gu ne so ni nyina. Hwese nipa ye in charge no na attorney general, deputy attorney general at in Facebook war the person who has been accused yache na or no ne yem on a charge formally near who charge the abono no or not the Facebook born a charge of Facebook Facebook aban chese mo de mo no wiase amobaye no yese mo mfa mbra nya hwe na enka wodan a ho o se kwan netene. When we are talking about due process of law, and for nothing, and the ona wa hye mra no ya di due process e kan ho so hwe case bi a etwa mu to for versus attorney general. That time Akufo-Addo was the lead counsel, and in that case the Justice Sowa who gave the lead judgment or can say bi a enisegan ani bia man you free home. Was it this constitution that we see? It is not only the letter that the written letter, black and white, that we see. It also has a spirit. And in that spirit, it mirrors the aspirations of the people. What do people of Ghana aspire? It embodies the whole image of the country. Now, what's this our constitution? A living organism that is capable of growth. Enti yenyi no ye ne constitution ni nyina na enyine. Enti due process of law na ye ka ho asem no. Ya ma wo tumi so ye EOCO, utimi hwehwe asem, utimi che obi, utimi yese. Na emom omuma wo sa tumi no. En article 296 nso omo sa atwere to wo se enipa bi a ya ma tumi a wo exercise sa tumi no bia no. A ye discretionary. Eye wo wadwen na ade be size ade we de memfa nto benku ana nifa no. Ese you do not exercise that power capriciously. And nothing a constitution to under article 296 at this embrand to because they knew say nipa bi bedin sem hunu te say the omudi. E dey na ba mo deny obi bail. Ye can say ye deny obi bail la court. The litmus test for denying somebody bail or otherwise say if the person is a flight risk or the person who avail himself for trial. This is what the court look at. Obi to say chairman to me, somebody who has evinced an intention to contest a national chairman of the political party, the biggest of political party in this country. Where will you want to me run away to? There were people who former government appointees. Omuye ndisi fua omuye adwuma aban bae no osusu so omudi bone edu omu nyina ko gina court nyese yedu omu fa akwan we su yedu omu ko gina court so obi anyi na semano. There were people the law will say prima facie case have been established against them, for which reason court of competent jurisdiction aka kire omu say omu bia omu defense upon assumption of office of Ayini as Attorney General. Was when you're interested in any of those cases or how do those cases? But when it comes to your opponents, then you persecute them in this manner. This is clear political persecution, and that is what we are saying. Say, no, dear, because everybody can manipulate the law to your advantage to do whatever you want to do. Law is an elastic material. I can overstretch it to rope your neck if I want to. Emrano eye elastic material. Se me pese me nka se keke me pekwa bi so do afa. By the sheer looking at your face and see wokromada PDA that you are a threat to security. Say see wokromada. Ohwe animu say you are a threat to national security and you will be arrested. And that and no those dark days and no mas are the now what you want to me now say and say you are investigating a matter global whatever was I a money laundering then fair enough. That is one-sided story. That is your allegation. You take him to court if you have proof of same, and that is where you will be subjected to strict proof of your allegations. And the standard of proof is beyond reasonable doubt. Why are you keeping him? Giving him an onerous conditions which you think in your estimation he cannot meet. So when you read our Act 30, the Section 96 of the Act 30, when you get to the 4, was it that even the court shall not withdraw bail as means of punishment. the court shall not withdraw bail as means of punishment. And you people are denying him bail because you want to punish him. That is all you are doing, because Wontumi is not a flight risk. And as it is established, Wontumi is a known person who has businesses, who have family, who has permanent place of abode. So what are you talking about? No, you don't give the person an onerous conditions, such that the person cannot meet it. And now you also want money bail in order to avert Article 14.3. Economica said the law is elastic material. Anybody can manipulate it in his own whims and caprices. And that is why, in the wisdom of the framers of the Constitution, almost say 296 provides that you shall not exercise those discretion capriciously. See, it is a oyo adwene so obey ne sa. And now no asem ni no, echna obi de bibedu. Na de omuyi power no hwie bi Ghana ha. Power 2028 is just around the corner. The maximum in an unlikely event, and a year 8 years. And Ghana for a chill to me who krum high 8 years. So they should remember today when tomorrow comes. No, and I mubi. We are waiting to see what these people will write. And so people are so hypocrites. So people are so dishonest such that when you see some people speaking, you look at them and say, where lies your common sense? Where lies your common sense? Somebody like Eddie say people we extol so high. People we thought we had so much respect for. Obi to say Martin Pebu. Yeah. When we were in law school, we read his materials. We thought this man was like he's a man. When it comes to even Article 96, I think 7 or so, which has been repealed, it was through his handiwork. Yeah, the bailable offenses. All bailable offenses and all that. It was this man who sat and said no. Constitution say a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty there. Then see a case bail being your offense being a bailable there, then it means that you've presumed that person is guilty of that offense, which is contrary to the Constitution. And for that matter, he took it to Supreme Court to strike down that provision. These people are people respected from afar. You told us Cecilia Dapa Kromfo because Yakumu Sika on them. But when it came to Sami Jamfi's matter, you said Sami Jamfi went into his car and counted the money, so it was private. So in your car is private, in my house is public. Where lies your common sense? Unyansa power. So there are people be on ma ye di obuobia moma o jene back enye, because we thought these people were men up there. But because of sheer politics, why are you doing this? And then no na to aswa bepem na and there will be if he say ye didi chama Wontumi. Obia one the differences with somebody or the other. I might have my difference with chama Wontumi. Somebody may have his differences with whoever, whatever. Obia one the differences. But when it comes to the application of the law, let us see the principle therein. The principle in the law, no, justice should not be seen to be done. No. Justice should not just be done. It should manifestly be seen to be done. It is a yes, yabeko democracy near the Mrana Baya Juma. Omoma ye nyina ye hu se Mrana ede adwuma no. Sa application of law no. Ye say ye de adwuma ne kwanso ne kwanso. Na tumi ne de mawa. Na se wa anhwe ye tumi ni bedi umu amwa ye niema bia. You exercise power rather than authority. Now you have to exercise authority. Legitimate use of power. Illegitimately. But you don't use it capriciously in the manner that you are doing it. Wontumi is somebody or a Ghanaian citizen. So di bonia a Ghana mra na anybody. But in the course of doing that, make sure you don't violate his right. His right to freedom, his liberty to counsel and all that. You don't deny him any of that. Now, court now say, Bonia, where do you know the never qua? You go to court then you start leading your evidence, trying to secure his conviction. Then on also some Raman Aquine, so on now I have balanced and fair. So when the decision comes, we can look at the facts presented, the evidence adduced, the facts presented, evidence adduced, and then we will see the two of them sending you know. Ubia akanasem ubia nso ayi.
Oh, lawyer, but that's about lawyers are bail ye bond na omo kan hono ye pinchire bukakra. Say kase with justification. Hono betumi a kire.
Yeah, the justification part of the bill is say kase between 50 for ye the 50 million now 2-3 so as bail condition to be justified. Eso de japade a ne bo som 50 million e ba be kire say phone we ya media 50 million e ho krata ni na justification report no the valuer say they know all this even if say justification per se sika no kura so they know before you get a valuer to value the property to get the justification report to indicate say studio ha NMDC ano na studio ne buoni valuer na valuer say omo certified na report that so ni say ade ne boni na the title e ka ho e kire say media gina mu no ajapade ne media na ajapade ne yawo dia no so no it can only be justified when you have lease title to the property and they know even if so ajapade e bi kura na any lease.
Oh, okay.
E bi kura na ajapade na title no is not in your name. E bi kura na ajapade Saja Padena or now would be the agent mono, if you could evaluation report. So before you get somebody to put all of this together, now is it not the form of the punishment? So they give you that onerous condition just to keep you. Because the law says that, under Article 14 says that when you arrest somebody, you have 48 hours within which to take the person to court or release the person or grant the person bail. So in granting your bail, yes, I've granted him bail. Such that he is not able to meet his condition. That's why he is in the custody.
The best has a bail, no dear. Come here, the amount.
The amount.
But or do the same one thing.
Kasa say, yes, a best sounds or no. Indeed, that is what it is. We be fie na akra ho come no obi ofi obi adidi ame ba ha akra na nimu a bibia ni ho akire se come no because omudi mu no wie na de ensa fa na no ti do ba na no afotwon nti wadwen ye wo so adidi nti ono no ya ma bail there na so bail na ye de ma no te so tete ho na na ukọ am say sa 7 na sa time no we school say pass no way
yeah
or pass there ba onya school bia ti ama bail there ba ntimi kofi. That's what they are saying.
Stringent form of a but I say honorable me brana ye no na ebia adabates minim so be person obe kwa no kakra na say and can tisa be hwe the other one no to do with Yeduaba and Sandali because I don't see a criminal. Oh yeah, why I don't see a minim say a criminal in the opposite of the ebia adabat.
Okay, the tell say Lwayer Kubi wachechi mama education no bi ne de kaka ho. He say niam e koso nyina media ha me pa ne the enemies within.
Yeah.
Ya nkasa ya party no mufu bi a omufu say yenkobo wontumi asenuam. Bone ben. And medical can say you can have your differences with wontumi. But or a party ni political the way political party no ekonotu se eye nipa bia omo adwen eye pe anaso omo aka omo adwen si ani na omo pese omo benya tumi omo ka omo bo omo benya tumi na tumi no omo benya no omo de be implement policies na nipa e wo man mu enti ansera mu nyina mo be hia se mo ka se mo wo party ba kuma na se mo wo party ma na mo adwene no eye se mu nyina mo aim no eye ba ko enti se baako e mane for baby ameka na wafidie so na no meka say political party no it is the only organization a yemveti nipa na yaje no enti obi awom enti character of animals abo bia suban wom obi ekusie owo party no obi amponche o amponche suban obi enantwie o nantwie suban obi akokọ o akokọ suban but ese wo hwese sa nipa wo nyam betumi aka mo ho abom say the ultimate ne say you get power. na se memfa se wo de NDC fo eka nyina omo twi wontumi ase omo de ko omo de ne be ya NDC fo na ani age na some people within our own party so omo ani age. Can you imagine this? And then ye wontumi o ochina be ye wo enti mesre ye party fo no abrante omo so omo fe Alexander Tete
ko Tete
ninsama o kan wonam radio so a wo kwa na oba initially no people wanted to bring in honorable Akompre Kon Japan because also oyeni operations director and this operations director sha say no can say ansem we biara but I'm very happy say 3 days ago honorable Akompre Kon ankasa ejina ho oni nsem twefo ka say sa nipa na omo kan nsem na one chairman bi a former chairman wo fomena akwasinti meda me ntie no man kan nyansa semda nti ono de kwa ya na nsem hyere hiame na wo kotena radio so a wo so ye party ni na yankobo wontumi asenuam na yakobo wontumi asenuam ane properties anase ni nyensa ye wo ni team ne de akanya ye beja beka wo de ho ana e de ba ne tan ani bre no ase nipa bi de ani bre ne otan ene de ye politics no ye de ko he nipa Jerry John Rawlings eno wo hefa Jerry John Rawlings o wo hefa o sajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na ye ka so ne beje Ghana si ho no wo he Dr. Kofi Abrifa Buzi am omo wo he Dr. Hilary Mam omo wo he President Kufo wabedi na awie se na soldier fo na police fo be say 100 no omo wo ho an no ko omo nka miru miesa enti se unua akoya ade na yeyina e wo party ba kuma enam se wo ne nya adwen ebi obi adwene se na nka opese oye polling station executive ewo Ashanti region but ebi a policy bi a wontumi implement enti wonya kwa nwuram enti wafa wontumi ho adwemone ebi nso asase na okan kwa na mfiri wontumi no but hu ya one thing yi anko kan yi enti wo de ahye ne kon fair enough on ye leader obi pese oye constituency organizer ana constituency executive member wontumi nya kwa nwuram enti office wontumi na ama nya kwa nwuram ni buafu wontumi obi pese obeye regional executive member wonya kwa even appointment kwa ebia na obi pe communication officer by appointment wontumi amana enya ye de amani pa foforo enti ene oni wontumi ti ado won so enti se NDC for twe wontumi abo so a oka ho bi ye nkotwe na abo so na branche we tumi gino ka se ono na kire wontumi fie ebokuma ase se o nkotwe no na DNA ni bre ni otan se wontumi na meka se you can disagree with him in his politics enema bi a waye ebi a ye fence wani nye ho enema bi a waka wani nye ho but nye ne se u political opponents afa kwam bia so se yentwe na abo so ni enkokum no baby order sisi because of say media metini say ni nuro kura na ye man kwan kura man nuro no enti betu yama na nya complications
but ya ne lawyer kasa idea say we hu na ne ho ye de
good
but still or shade ho yare
enti mesre party for no omo fi say ye wontumi na omo ani age omo jubilate no na yenim die firi yenim omo ye sad no memmen kase bia me ne wontumi wa ya ade ba ko menu bia na me ne nya adwenti no na enunti se NDC for twi na abo so a na me ko support NDC for against wontumi. No, I will never do that. I will never do that. Wa ye bone a said the lawyer kan ye mfare mfamra kwan so said the obi a ye bia obi kwaji loan na me nua dabe na okwaji bosia bank bosia na wontua ya EOCO for na dan woka dabe se yakwaji Exim Bank for bosia wontumi ntua ya enti EOCO for no mo kwaji sika no. This is civil matter. Se sa no mo ka dia money laundering dabe na muntumi yesa money laundering mimi nim sika bia money laundering na waya sa mimi nim se jamu amoben na money yajuma no mu se o yesa demand dia.
So and we got so official justice realms I then sama
be odo details bia ni ho and no so dia beto yembo na sendu emti the same thing na mama sisi da pa di bai kisi gigiram oh ya no mo oh wakodbu sika bi woni fie o mo kan ya 3 days ko mo kan ya mo nwie na TV 3 4 na mfa ya kan sisi da pa sika woni fie 3 days yentumi nwie o mo ye ya mo de ko international level o mo de ko international level ye o ha no kisi eja bin ya ba no ka chese ade na o ko hwehwim ko hu se bibia anim nti maame no wa withdraw case no enti anu bia na ekoso ndi enti wudi kan ya obebo maame no ko adu e ma nkrofo twe maame sisi da pa abo so e wo mamu maame wo ye bra wabo ni baby a waduru na o diska akoto ye fence mo si boku hu ade no kwa no ono na obi akɔfa ne sika ono ɔkɔ report we nti sɛ wamfa nkɔ police station anka eto na obi nim so ayi maame sira da pa obi afa ne sika ɛno mo twe na abo so wɔ mamu de yɛ campaign tia ya aban oh mo nye sika ɛna mo de agufie sami jemfidi e ba na lawyer ka ho asemi ɛno de na different thing altogether me de na make sika no na ɛdɔso Bank of Ghana for sif kɛsie bi na esi ni kam no de dollars agum na nka nye sika na ɛdɔso aminua obi wo kan sika ma obi dollars wa de ka wonsem na wasen agye afiri wonsem wanka ho hwe na watu ka akɔ na wo fi se me amete he me de wo me ho nyina na ɛhyɛ mbotomi na o me mo ba ko na obegye de aka na me nche su nkonye ma de traffic mu kura nka megina bet ye nam se bi wo nti and sa ne ma wo nyina kɔ so no ye wo nipa bi wo mamu a omo ayedi se yankasa ne ye be fa me wo fade no ko yo ye be fa no wo fade no ko e me hu ye mankasa ye be fa ne ma me de no ko e hu ye yankasa o kina wo ankasa ye ba be fo akɔ sata na wo be kasa nti ye be sere se de ekɔ so no ye party for no omo ani age no omo nya saade no ne yenka hu we ekɔ so yukura da di pefi se de aka ye party m sesi apa no eye unity. Let us come together na ye tumi kan hu boma 2028 oh eni akire o me de inshallah de ekɔ so ya mo ana omo so omo buafu omo nto aba se ya no ebi ewu ntumi ne ebobo ba o ebi a wo fie ni no mba be fa no unim se ye to aba ene ye tu ni ya ebi anka enu ba bi aduru mate ye ba abayo ya
be baba me time no ya intervention say bet me a chena enka kra lawyer membra oswe no ne abia say obeko be ye because don't so generate so much heat and sansadality say a criminal offense as another way
impersonation is within our criminal code that obetimi de original mrano. But who is going to do that? A doctor of a commander-in-chief. Why not? And you know all prosecution.
But sir, no one is above the law.
Oh, when there are a lot of people who are above the law. Yet you me, ubetimi akacha. Oh, you say all prosecution emanates from the Attorney General, and that articulated it. He decides who to prosecute. Oba one court could establish a prima facie case against them. You're also only interested or discontinue. And by law, he is not obliged to explain anything to anybody. In the one equal prosecute to president lawyer, president doctor physician. According to the lady's own words.
Yeah.
President's physician. And from people who are closer to the man says that at any time the man was stressed. I'm friend a man administer the president.
So you can say the physician.
Me and the baby man who is going to prosecute her? A case the government should not take it lightly, but rather it should cause their national security. And these are some of the ways of national security: to investigate, do the background check of every appointee. Because we have their CVs. Yes, about could be the number of so course no university.
He say Rashid Tanko. Allegedly, almost say or those
so it should give you an indication how many people in this government have presented themselves, have misrepresented themselves in a manner that they are not. Omo ede enya position being paid and all that. Eti bonia identity theft, impersonation, and out of that there could be others, because say it will be our the defrauding by false pretense and all that. Because but for your claim that you are who you were not, that misrepresentation, it be an disikebi. But for that misrepresentation, and scam, appointment, so that defrauding by false pretense, by extension, and all that, there are so many things that go into it. Inti abandon and taking it serious, because health issues. So we'll be at me posing who as a medical doctor to take care of no mean a person than number one.
But true, security is very serious.
And number one, you know the cost of electing one president. If you lose one president, the cost of it now will be the gust to portray herself as medical doctor. Not those within the president's security and all that could not do the background check. To extend that because they believed. I will not blame the president for that because he believed in the truth of the story of the lady. And that is why, pursuant to that, we are pointing it to the National Health Insurance Board. Because we himself a medical doctor. But that belief should have been checked. If 15 years will be a medical doctor. There are people who portray themselves within the system as lawyers, as doctors, as engineers, as media men and all that, whereas they are not. And those quacks within us, and they cause trouble in the system. This lady who says, how many people and what prescribe a drama for them to take and all that.
Or to TV, so a health program or program.
And people like Borare, I chroma your bunny baby for nothing. We've respected some people for nothing. Borare, who were programmer, a lady, you couldn't do simple background check to ascertain the veracity or otherwise of the lady's credential. Man, space to speak as health professional. Now it has turned out that she has never been to medical school and she has never been a medical officer. And there are some claims from other quarters, some ladies who also believe that she was a doctor and all that, and she has done a lot. Why is the lady not arrested? Why is the national security not interested? Who is that in that power from above that is protecting this lady from being prosecuted? Now your Timichi will be a question by say you be bail I just say your justification of property of 50 million. Now your party no so no. You be na mamuadwa ebeboa ye nyina because sa ye di ani bubu we gina ha enti no okasa eye we na eka any ade no it doesn't help. This gentleman called the so-called Deben Alex whatever or no, he spoke his mind, which Honorable Japan has come to condemn, and also has fired him from whatever that position is.
Oh, okay.
And this is not the first time Kennedy Japan has done it. Do you remember Kwekwanai? Kwekwanai spoke against DMB. He fired him. So it tells you that in principle he believed in clean contest. And disobedient we should not, there are cases people are also alleging that Abronya is doing that because of DMB. We don't want to extract that. We need not do that. So be out there, let's see the person as the person. Then deal with him as the person. Because Sebe Abronya and someone with the greatest of respect, but who can so standard their question will be yen dealing with him as person. Papa and some way I can more party no because DMB were any flag bearer now. Without Canada Japan, without his supporters, without Obi Oko Prime saying 37%. You don't treat him that way. Without him, how can we win political power? So I also never been a political flag bearership now. Without DMB, how can we win the political power? But wait me afraid when the language was civil, when the contest was fair, when the contest was clean. You don't undermine me, degrade me to get a position and ask me to come and help you to attain what you want to do. Natural course of event will not even allow that.
Unity is key.
And Penifua can say, Uti will be there so they share what they are. Indeed, Pebibia Kennedy Appiah has so much credentials to himself, positives that you can sell him. DMB has so much credentials and positive to himself that you can sell him. You need not run down his opponent in order that your candidate can win. Well, here's yes, sir.
Mate, lawyer, but that's papa, but what's a couple of them now? Unfortunately,
yeah, but who's the time?
Unfortunately,
Why who say, doctor will be who say, on your doctor, yeah. ɔde na yi ɛto akasi akasi ɔn sɛ nkɔfo ni gyina hɔ pa ebi ɛno na ama
sɛ toɔ deɛ yɛ sɛ toɔ deɛ boa yɛ toɔ deɛ de kyerɛ man ɛtoɔ deɛ de yɛ biribi a yɛ school fees
fancy di barrier
ɛtoɔ deɛ